What about the Spurs? They had a chance to clinch a playoff berth with a win tonight against the Suns. Let's get there. Devin Booker not much interested in that particular storyline. Gets into some paint, fade away, just a scorer. He does it night in and night out. And then Book going downhill, flips it in with the left and one. He had 22. Suns up 6 after the foul shot. They led by 10 in the fourth quarter. Where is Victor Wembanyama? There he is, about 10 feet up. Just dropping it into the cup with the left hand. Pretty. And then you saw him inside. How about some outside? Spurs cut it to 4. Suns come back. Booker finds Jordan Goodwin. Who is that masked man? Puts the Suns up by 5. Spurs come right back down. De'Aaron Fox. A little hezzy off the window. It's a 2-point game. 9 seconds left. Spurs down 1. Wembanyama gets a little opening, rises up. Oh, that was pure. Wembanyama, 34 points, 12 rebounds, and the game winner. And that clinches the playoff berth. Bang that drum, Victor. All right.
It's kind of wild, right? When you think of all the greats that have walked through the San Antonio Spurs door here. But, Brian, we have until Thursday to wrap our heads around this as they chase that record. When we are talking about the single most telling mark of his evolution, you and I were chatting this morning. You said it's not something he is doing, Victor is doing, but rather something that he isn't doing. Can you explain?
Yeah, so last night he did something he's never done before. He didn't take a three-pointer. Not one. Didn't even try one. And Malika, I just want to remind you that last year he was averaging 9 attempts a game. So he's averaging under 3 a game this year. He's gotten rid of 6 three-pointers a game so far. These are all, early season numbers, but he was doing this in the preseason as well. He correspondingly, not surprisingly, is taking 6 more 2-pointers a game than he did a year ago. And so what does that mean? He's averaging 7 more points a game. And he's shooting 60% from the field instead of the mid-40s. That right there is a transition from an all-star player to an MVP candidate. And that is with him focusing on taking higher percentage shots and using his advantage. And that is what the NBA should be worried about.
I mean, Shanae's a Gatorade Player of the Year. That was back in high school.
Yeah.
You're a #1 pick. You're the Wooden Award winner at Stanford. So I'm just going to say this for my girl. She's played against a lot of talent gaps when she was dominating the league. But have you ever seen a domination like this?
Honestly, what it reminds me of, Malika, is my favorite reality show growing up, Fear Factor. There's a tremendous fear factor that is rippling through the NBA based off of what Victor Wembanyama has decided to do. It's very rare that we see a generational talent that makes you think he's changing the game in real time. We got it with Magic Johnson, positionless basketball. We got it with Michael Jordan, the new prototype of the wing. We got it with Steph Curry and what he does with a 3-point shot. Now we're seeing the alien, the fear factor, in full effect. He is someone that affects the game. He can knock down shots, but he affects it on both ends, and he's leaned into his strength. Literally, he shoots 45% at the rim so far this season. He deters people. Their opponents shoot 45% at the rim, which is tremendous, top 5 defensively. But then offensively, he shoots 81% in the restricted area. Look at these numbers. This is just 1 week. This is the thing that has literally everyone in fear because he's embraced the aspect that makes him unguardable, and it's very rare. I don't know if we'll ever see something like this again in the NBA.
I don't know what you can draw up, right? Like, I don't know what you can draw up to try to slow him down.
Nothing.
Perk, Kobe Bryant called him, right, the game's greatest post defender. Is there anything that you can put on the whiteboard right now?
If you do, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to the people that you're presenting it to. I'll tell you that much. It's nothing that you could do. Look, check this out, y'all. 15 to 20 years from now, the GOAT conversation is going to go like this. MJ, Braun, and Wemby. Those are the 3 names that are going to come up in the GOAT conversation. Because if this man stays healthy, right, he's going to be arguably the best defensive player we've ever seen. I believe he's going to win 5 or 6 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Can someone tell me a flaw that he has in his game already right now at the age of 21? I'll wait. You can't tell me, because he has none. Offensively, he has the complete package. The Jamal Crawford handles. We saw that in the highlight. The pull-up threes. We're watching him knock that down on a consistent basis. He's excellent moving without the basketball for us cutting, being a lob threat at the basket. On top of that, he's starting to go and capitalize in the low post area, mid post area. You could use him as a screener. It's nothing that he can't do. This man has arrived, and he has the mentality of a killer. He wants to win. And that's why I say in 15, 20 years, it's going to be MJ, Bron, and Wemby for us the GOAT conversation.
Malika, I remember when LeBron was, after his fourth season, which was in 2006-07, 6-7. That my son would be excited about that. In that time frame, they went to the finals that year, and he struggled. He shot under 40% in the finals, and LeBron realized, despite getting his team to the finals, how much he had to improve. He dedicated himself to making over his game, taking it to the next level. He won 4 of the next 6 MVP awards. Might have been even able to win more if you ask him that one. Victor may have come to the realization about how he had to make over his game in year 3 because he's making the changes to his game that make him unstoppable. LeBron found the mid-range and long-range shot. Once he had that, he couldn't be stopped. He became a machine going to the finals. Now I think we're seeing Victor starting to put those things together as well.
Oh, with the hot start, the Spurs, they have an early hold at the top of the standings. And you heard Victor, they're going for that 5-0 start. But they are not alone. Right, we're going to pick this one up.
The Spurs, 50 wins. I love Perk's face. For the first time since 16-17 season and trail the first place Thunder by just 3 games in the West. Victor Wembanyama wants to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. We're going to listen to this clip first.
Oh, he said that?
What's up, y'all? Allie here, Richard here. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to go hit that subscribe button to stay tapped in with Road Trippin' all season long. You don't want to miss what we have in store. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Road Trippin' is here. We're taking over.
No, stop blaming us for what Perk says.
It's impossible. We might still do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, right now in my mind is taking great care of my body because I also want to win the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year. So, you know, I'm trying to press the gas now from now on until the end of the season, really take care of my treatment, take care of my sleep, take care of my routine, and show up for my team.
Let's talk Spurs first. When you hear him say that, what goes through your mind? Who wants to start?
I'll say this. Christian said it before we even got on here. He is the NBA's golden child. He's crying during regular season games. He's out reading books. He's a hooper. He be talking shit. He don't like other teams. He's a dog. He plays defense. He says things out loud that everyone assumes, right? And he says them with this, like, oh, I'm going to work towards it. He's not saying like, oh, I deserve it. He's saying, yes, I have to step on the gas.
There's a little humility there.
There's humility, but then there's like the journey of like, dude, even if you don't make it, I respect the shit out of you that is a goal that you have. Because a lot of guys wouldn't put that out there. But like, you know, then there was a clip, right? I was, you know, chilling in the room. There was a clip on X about him chasing Darius Garland. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've seen a 7-foot, how a 12 dude run around chasing Darius Garland like that.
7'12" would make him 13.
I know. 7'12" make him 8 foot.
That's what I meant, sorry.
7'12" would make him 13.
You know what I was saying, just as I do. Damn it, that got me.
But like it's so hard to play with that much intensity every single game. But listening to Keldon Johnson and how much leadership Wemby has, he goes, hey, if Wemby says we're not done, hey, we gonna go where he goes. Like, we won 50, he want to get 60, we're gonna get 60. And like, to hear that from such a young guy is crazy.
Make the t-shirts, Perk, and then I'm coming to you. I see it in the chat. WEMVP.
Ooh.
Make the t-shirts. Love it. Okay.
He's in the conversation right now. I got him third on my list, but I'm gonna say, Wemby, thank you, bro. Like, seriously, thank you. Because because for so many years, players have tried to either shit on certain accolades, individual accolades, or downplay being the face of the league, Wemby has done the complete opposite. And he's not doing it as a front. It comes from a real authentic place. And this is what you call setting a bar. He fucking said, I want to be in the slam dunk contest. You should want to win the MVP. I remember when Giannis was young, he said, I will win the MVP one day. Like, speak that shit into existence. And the way that he approaches the game, if your ass don't have on the Spurs uniform, he ain't fucking with you. And I love it. He's a shit talker. He plays with tenacity. He has real hate for his opponents, and he don't give a damn. That motherfucker is me. You know what I mean? I don't know what he done with those mucks, but it's something going on in his blood where his heart does not pump Kool-Aid. And I'm telling you, he is setting the bar, and watch you start to see people follow. Like, remember how Anthony Edwards' tone changed from last year? Man, I ain't worried about being the face of the league. Man, I'm just trying to play basketball. So all of a sudden, when he was asked the question this year, because Wemby talked about being the face, he was like, I kind of like that. Yeah, like, I'm liking the way he's moving like a wolf and not like sheep. You know what I'm saying? He's leading the pack.
Sheep wolf?
Huh?
Sheep wolf?
The fuck what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm just saying.
No, you said he's woofing like a wolf, not like a sheep.
No, I said he's
leading.
Moving.
Oh, leading. Oh, I thought you said
leading
woof.
like
I
a
thought
wolf.
you said woofing. That was
That's
a thick
what I
accent.
said. But,
my bad.
But what I'm saying is, thank you, Wemby. Appreciate you, brother. Like, thank you for not taking the NBA for granted. That's what all I'm saying.